But I did go to a health, just sort of like a health and health and recovery location. And I made it a habit to go regularly. Of course, with the recent travel restrictions, I haven't been able to go. But I try to go every 2 years. And it's really more, there's everything. So it's a retreat, there's sort of detoxification, there is, meditation, there is discovery, there is exercise, like a yoga type of thing. And I always find it sometimes an easier way to refuel rather than stay like a staycation. Sometimes a staycation is just really unrealistic because you're still being pulled by your responsibilities, by your environment. And so sometimes sort of removing yourself from everything, and you find that people sort of figure out how to do things when you're not around.
Yes, because if you're staying in the middle of it, then you always feel like you have to step in, you have to touch something, you have to repair something.
Sure. I mean, people call you about something and you're like, okay, let me try to help you find a solution. But really, if you're not around and people know you're not around, people are very good at finding solutions. And probably a better solution than you would have given.
Or they could have found if they thought you were watching over their shoulder.
Yes. So sometimes it's actually better not to be around. And then that also gives you that space and time you need to sort of reconnect with yourself.
When did that tradition start?
So it started, I was led to it by something totally different. So it started because I was doing a lot of treatments for IVF. I was doing a lot of in vitro fertilization treatment because I was trying to get pregnant. And so I just constantly felt there was a lot of external themes in my body all the time. And because I was doing quite a number of those treatments, I felt extremely, like there was just a lot going on from hormones and just also to like your worrying, your physical, your external, there's mental. And so that's where this started. So someone suggested it to me that it would help the treatments. And then I started this. And then when I went, I was like, well, actually this is like, I was like, well, I can see why it would help because it is really about inside, outside, and really try to heal from the inside. I started doing that.
You try and you'd get pregnant and then maybe lose the baby. You said it.
Not in a way. I mean, I didn't want to be cavalier about it. I don't want people to ever think that I'm being cavalier about it.
It's not cavalier,
but it was a part. It was so. I mean, I was going through so many processes at the time that sometimes I would think I am. I would think I'm not. We would have a positive test. We wouldn't have a positive test. It just so many things are happening in your body at the time that you're going through. It's a roller coaster.
So right. So your mind is processing this, and it's processing it in a million ways.
A million ways.
And thinking of a million possibilities.
And a million things that you did wrong. I mean, a million things that maybe it was because I moved a box when I wasn't supposed to move a box. I mean, first of all, you're human, so after some of the treatments, they tell you not to sort of lift heavy things. And of course, like you're like you see something. You see something fall and you run to pick it up, and then you're like, oh my God, and so you're sort of like, you're so hyper sensitive about everything, and so once again, it's like you need space to even become yourself again.